Personal growth and development. It starts as a child. The way that you think and act will start when you are a child. You will learn things from a very early age. You will find out what you like and dislike, and you will also start to develop your personality. When you are a child, this is a very precious time and one that wills you to want to remember for as long as you can. You will start to become who you are meant to be when you are a child. You will learn how to be a good person and how to make your life what you want it to be. There are many influences in your life as a child. There will be your family and your friends, and you see many different ways to act and live. Sometimes you may pick up on these influences, and it may cause you to act a certain way. It is important to keep in mind what you want to do in life so that you are able to pick the right influences in your life. When you are a child, there will be many people in your life. You will have your parents, siblings, family, teachers, and so many more. Many times you can get confused about what you are supposed to be doing and how you should act. It can be very difficult when it comes time to figuring out what you want to be in life and how you should be acting. Growing up is one thing that you need to take in slowly so that you can remember each moment that you have. Getting to be the adult that you want to be is very important. You may have to make sacrifices and change the way you look at life. It is not always easy to get where you need to go. You may find that it is a bit difficult finding out what you want to be, but you can achieve your personal and your emotional goals. There is no reason why you should have to be one certain way. You have the right to make your own choices and to think about how you want to act as a person. There is nothing better than feeling great about which you have become in life. When you are growing up from childhood, you will learn that there are things that you need to do and things that you should not do. You need to make sure that you are able to determine the difference between good and bad. You will find that you have to make choices for what you think will make your life better and make you a better person. You will want to make your choices wisely because of what you decide as a child will affect how you grow into an adult. It will depend on how you grow up in your atmosphere. You need to make sure that you are in a good environment and that you have the best possible life. Sometimes there are things that you cannot control. If you are in a bad situation that you cannot control as a child, there is nothing that you can do about it. However, you will learn different life lessons, and this will teach you how to be a better person. You will see how you can self-improve your life and the way that you think. You can remember things that you will learn as you are growing up as a child. There are many lessons out there for you, and you have to be willing to take each opportunity that you have and use it towards your own self-growth. Personal growth and fulfillment. Teaching your child about self-esteem. Self-esteem is one thing that you have to have. You need to feel good about yourself and who you are. You need to make sure that you are putting these good self-esteem habits into your children as well. You need to give them the feelings from the time they are born that they are worth something and that they deserve to have only the very best in life. This is something that will stay with them for a lifetime. You need to start from the time the child is born. You will want to make sure that you are able to give them the power that they need from the beginning so that they can feel good about themselves. You want to be able to teach a child the right and the wrong way to do things as well. The better you teach your child, the better they will grow up and be better people as adults. Give your children the learning experiences that they need from the beginning. You will want to teach them life lessons that will help them make better choices. You need to make sure that you allow them to also grow as they need to. You will not want to make them feel bad about who they are because this is the way that they will learn how to do things in life. Self-esteem is something that is learned and instilled into children. You need to make them feel good about who they are and what they do in life. You do not want to give your child the feeling that they are better than everyone else. This is only going to make life harder for them as they go on. You will not want to give them the feelings that they deserve more than what other people do. You want them to have respect for others and take other people's feelings into consideration. You will want to make sure that you are able to show them that they have to appreciate others too. You need to show them that you need to be respectful of others and how they feel and what they think. This will make them feel better. Giving your children the ability to make good choices on their own will allow them the power to make good choices. You will see that they will feel better about who they are and what they are doing. This is a great way to make an impact on any child's life. You want them to feel good about who they are and what they are doing in life. You will want to make sure that you are able to give this to your child so that you can raise them to have plenty of self-esteem. If you are not sure about how to give your child more self-esteem, you should think about how you get yours. Think about ways that you can make these situations move on to them. You want your child to have the same good feelings in life that you have. You will want to be able to give them all the strength and the power they need to make choices for their life and to give them many great opportunities for the road that lies ahead of them. You can get a sense of accomplishment when you are helping your child develop good self-esteem. Having low self-esteem can make it very difficult for anyone to get where they want to be in life. Achieving goals are very important. Without the right tools and the sense to go after it, you will find that many dreams are a letdown and self-esteem problems will become apparent. You want to bring their self-esteem levels as high as you can for a great childhood and even into adulthood. Personal growth and fulfillment. Learning to be yourself. In order to feel good about yourself, you want to learn how to be yourself. You have to realize that you do not have to change who you are and what you do in life. You can be a good person and learn to feel comfortable with who you are and what you are doing in life. You need to find a way to let your inner being out so that others can get to know you too. There are many people that are afraid to just be themselves. This does not have to be the case. You can learn how to show off your inner personality, and you will find that others will like who you are and what you are about. You should not feel self-conscious about who you are inside. You may surprise yourself and find that people do not care about the superficial stuff. They just want to learn who you are and get to know the real you. Finding out how to be you around others may take some time. You may not be able to do this all at once. You may find that it takes a bit of work. You will first want to think about how you can let others get to know you. You want to go out and make friends. You should not try to hide the real you, because you will feel like it is all an act each time you meet up with them. You want to be yourself and let others see who you are. Get it out of the way first thing. Otherwise, you may find that you are exhausted trying to hide the real you and what you stand for. Getting out there and learning to be comfortable with who you are may take some getting used to. You want to first start out small and work your way up to showing your true inner side. You should not be ashamed about who you are and how you feel about certain things. Remember that your opinion counts too. You are special and important. Why wouldn't you want to show that off? You need to feel good about yourself. This is all part of good self-esteem and confidence that you have in yourself. Do not let others get to you. Remember that of course not everyone in life is going to like you. There will be people out there that your personality will clash with. However, this is not a reason to get discouraged. You need to express yourself, and if someone cannot handle that, this is his or her problem. You should only surround yourself with people that make you feel good about yourself. Being around the other downers will only put a damper on your personality too. The only way to live a happy life is if you are honest about who you are and what you want in life. It is not that hard to find out how to do this. With a little self-respect and some dignity, you will see that you can make your own life as special as it can be. You will be glad that you took the time to make these dreams happen and go on from there. You will feel good about how you are standing up for yourself and making others know that you do feel like you are special and that you are worth a lot more. Getting to feel like you can be yourself around everyone may take some time, but with some work, you will get there, and once you do, you will know that it is worth the effort. 5 methods to finding personal happiness in life. Happiness is not something that comes easy to all of us. It is something that we may have to work on. We have to find a way to learn to be happy, regardless of anything that happens in our lives. It is something that we can do and do well. We do not have to worry about what others think, because this is our life, and as far as it is known, we only get one chance in life, and we have to make it great. There are some methods that you can try so that you have all the happiness in life that you deserve. It is going to take some work and a lot of effort, but you can do it, and once you see the way that you feel, you will know that it is worth it, and you will have made the right choices in life. Taking these methods into consideration is very important. You need to make things work for you so that you are able to do well in life and to get all your goals achieved. Without happiness, life is meaningless. We have to first set goals. Once we have goals in place and we know what we want, we have to figure out a way to get there. We need to find ways to make things happen for us so that we can have the very best in life that we deserve. We need to make our life special so that we are able to feel good at the end of the day. When we are setting goals that we want in life, we will be able to start to feel good about our life because we will have a goal to work hard for. Second, we need to remember that we have to live for today. We need to make sure that we are using our best intentions and making the days that we have worthwhile. We need to, of course, think about our future and make sure that we are making the right choices so that we are safe and secure. But we also need to bring some fun in our life and to make sure that we are succeeding in all our goals. Another thought is to think about what would make us lose our happiness. What could happen in our lifetime that would make us feel badly about who we are and not be happy anymore? These are things that we definitely need to stay away from. We have to make sure that we are able to keep the negative things out of our life so that we are able to make good choices without risking losing our happiness. We need to make sure that we are able to make these things work for us and to continue to stay happy. Being healthy is the fourth thing that we need to do to ensure that we are happy. We need to make good health choices so that we are able to stay happy and healthy no matter what we do. We need to continue to eat the right way and to think about the choices that we make for our body. We need to keep ourselves from anything that will make us unhealthy and sick. We have to keep the negative things out of our body and also stay in good mental health so that we are able to be emotionally and physically happy as well. Lastly, we need to keep the good feelings in our hearts. We have to be able to keep these good feelings in our mind so that we can give back to others. We need to be pleasant and try to be happy. The more pleasant that we are will mean that we will be able to stay happier as well as make others happy too. We want to make other people feel good about them. We want to be able to bring joy to others and keep thinking good thoughts. Do not let yourself get down, and especially do not intentionally bring others down. 5 methods of finding more in life with your family, personal growth. We all want more out of life. However, we need to realize that it is not just going to jump up and grab us. We have to make things happen in our life. We need to keep pushing ahead and get to where we want to be. There are many obstacles that will try and push us back. When this is the case, we need to stay on top of the game and get to where we want to be. It can happen, and it will. There are 5 things that we can do to find more in life. We can do this with our family and our own personal growth as well. All we have to do is be willing to go out there and do the work. Once we figure out what we want from our life, we can then go out and start making things happen. This is something that can work for us, and even for our family and friends as well. You should think about what you want to do in your life. Think about the goals and the dreams that you have set for yourself. When you think about the things that you want to accomplish, you should use this as finding more in life. You need to push ahead of the game and go out there in search of the life that you have in mind. When you figure out what you want to do in life, you will be happier and more fulfilled. Next, you need to make sure that you are willing to explore with your family. Take the time to learn about who your family is and what they need from you. You want to do this if you have children and spouses too. You will see that you can become closer to them by just finding out more about who they are and what they want in life. You will have a better relationship with them, and you will see that you can communicate better when you know how they are feeling and what they are looking for in life. This is a great way to find out more about your life and what you need. Take time to have fun. When you are ready to get out and take a break, you will see that you will be able to get out and enjoy life and all that it has for you to take in. You can get caught up in the daily rush of life, and everyone needs to take some time for themselves. You need to find something that you like and go out there and take in the fun. You will be able to find out more about yourself and get rid of the added stress that bothers you. You need to find out where you are spiritually too. If you are not sure what you believe in or what you need to do for this, you should take time to research the subject. Think about what your spiritual side is and what you want to become. When you are sure that you are able to feel good about who you are in this area, you will feel more secure and more stable. You will feel better inside, and this will reflect on the outside too. You will find yourself through your spiritual side too. Be willing and open to trying new things. When you are stuck in the same old things, you will find that you may get stuck in a rut. You may find it hard to move on to new and interesting things. However, this is the only way that you will find out more about who you are and what you like. You will get to try new things, and this will get you to find out more about your own life and the way that you feel. You should take the opportunity when they come up to get interested in new things. Take your time and at last try them. If you do not like it, you can always find something else. You will be surprised at how much you can learn from different opportunities and how it will help you grow as a person. 5 methods of finding personal success and growing in reading. You will be amazed at what you can learn through reading. You will see that there are so many things that you can do in your life with the right knowledge. When you are ready to start succeeding in life, you should take the time to read. This is an amazing thing, and you will see how it can work for you. There are many ideas that you can get through reading. You will be greatly amazed at the opportunities that you can come up with when you simply take the time to read and make the most out of your life. You will be able to find out so many different things, and you will be able to take advantage of the opportunities that are out there for you. Get started now and read your way to success. First, you should read about things that interest you. If you are having an interest in something and you want to learn more about it, you should take the time to read. You can learn all the things that you are wondering about, and so much more. There are so many books out there that have information about everything. You can even go online and find out what you are looking for. There are many opportunities that you can open up when you have the right information. Second, if you are looking for a way to make yourself more successful, you should take the time to find out what you need to do in order to get where you want to be. You can do this by reading. Reading is a great way to get the facts about what you need to make your life better and what you can do to get yourself there. Third of all, you need to use reading as a way to make yourself smarter. Just by reading books, you are using your mind. You will see that no matter what you are reading, you are putting information into your brain. This is something that is very useful. You are getting your mind working and putting it to good use. You should take this opportunity any time that you can. You will feel good when you know that you are helping yourself succeed just by reading books. The fourth way that you can use reading to help you find success is that you can help others. When you are reading, you can use this as a good method of helping others. You can read about anything, and then you can use what you have learned to spread it on. You can show others how they too can learn to be successful by reading. You are doing not only yourself a favor, but you are helping others as well. This is a great feeling and one that you should be proud of. The fifth method of making yourself successful by reading is to use this as power. When you are giving yourself the power to read about anything, you are giving your mind and body more strength. You are putting yourself ahead of the game and giving yourself so much opportunity. You are getting all the advantages of reading and the power that it has. This is a great tool and one that you need to take advantage of any time you get the opportunity to. Reading is a great tool to use. You will find that reading is something that you will use forever. No matter what you are doing and what you need, reading is one way to get you there. You cannot go wrong no matter what you decide to read. You are opening up your mind and letting yourself take in power by giving it knowledge. 5 methods of personal growth in the arts. You can learn so much by letting yourself see all the different things that are in the world. You will want to put yourself in front of all the opportunities that you can find. Letting yourself grow as a person with the arts is something that you will find useful. You can get to use this information as a great learning experience for life and the things that you want out of it. You can first of all use art to help you find out more about yourself. You should take some time out to explore the things that you like. You can go out and check out all the different pieces of artwork that are out there. You will take some interest in some of the arts and other pieces will not be to your taste. However, this is a great way to find out what you like. The second method of personal growth in the arts is to use it for entertainment purposes. You will be able to use these things as a great way to express who you are and what you want others to see about yourself. You can decorate your home and express the way you feel through art. This is something that a lot of people do. You will be surprised at the reaction that you will get from many people. Third of all, you may want to use your interest in art to help you see the world. You can explore great places when you are willing to travel. You will be amazed at all the wonders of the world that you can come in contact with when you are using art as a way of personal growth. You will be opening up your mind and using this great experience as something that will help you to find out more about who you are and even what you want in life. The fourth method of using the arts to help personal growth is by using it as your career. If you are someone that really has an interest in what art has to offer, you can use this experience as something that will take you ahead in the art business. You can have a great amount of success when you use art as your major. You will learn about the financial part as well as the fun and entertainment that you will get from this type of career. It is something that you should think about if you love art and want to see what it can offer you. The last thing that you can do to improve your life with the arts is to learn to appreciate it. You will see that you can learn a lot from checking out the arts. You can widen your environment and get to see different things that you never would have dreamed about. You will see that there are many great features that you can learn about from art. Getting to see the world through the eyes of art is a great way to get you where you want to be. Art is an amazing thing, and you should learn to stop and check it out when you can. 5 methods of personal growth involving traveling. Seeing the world is a great way to get where you want to be. You should think about the things that you want and how you can learn from them. You may want to think about traveling for some great personal growth. You can get to where you want to be in life when you are willing to go the distance and make the most of what you have. You should think about where you would like to go first of all. If there is a certain place that you have always wanted to be, you may want to think of how you can get there. This is something that can get you a great deal of knowledge and a lot of fun as well. You can travel to anywhere in the world. The only thing that can stop you is money. You may want to save up your money until you have enough to get to where you want to be. This will teach you to save for the things that you really want in life. As you travel, the second thing that you can learn is that you can see different parts of the world. You will see and get to learn about the different cultures that are going on around us. You can learn about how other communities live and see many other interesting things that you would not be able to see if you were to never leave your home. You should not be afraid to go out there and experience the world that is around you. The third thing that you can learn from the world of travel is that you can experience fun. You should go out and have as much fun as you can. There is a huge world out there for you to experience, and you should make the most of what you can. You will see that you can make a huge impact on your life just by going to different places and seeing the world that is around you. Fourthly, you can learn personal growth by traveling and seeing what the big world has out there for you. You will be able to get closer to your family and friends by traveling with them. Taking great vacations and trips is a super way to get closer to anyone that you do not get to spend a great deal of time with. You will be able to take in all the fun and excitement that is out there for you. You will have so much fun and will be able to communicate with them without the bothersome things that you normally would in daily life. The fifth thing that you can learn from travel is to go after the things that you love the most in life. You will see that if you work hard and use your good judgment, you can achieve things in life that you want. You will be able to get where you want to go and use your time as a learning experience for personal growth. You will grow as a person by letting yourself take in all that you do with your travels. You will want to work harder so that you can get to see more places in the world. You can get what you want in life if you are willing to sacrifice and get the things that you have always dreamed about your entire life. Traveling is something that you can do anytime. You can go to far distances, or you can go shorter ones. No matter where you go, there is a lesson to learn, and you should open your mind to these experiences and get to where you want to be in life. You will learn to appreciate these times and get more excited about the places that the future will hold for you. 5 methods of personal growth. Learning a budget. Keeping yourself on a budget is a great idea no matter how old you are or how much money you make in life. You want to be able to spend when you want and still have enough for the things that you need. You will have to find a way to pay all the bills that you have and save money for a rainy day. You need to learn this for your own personal growth. Learning a budget is something that you will have to learn to do. It is important to make sure that you are aware of the money that you need each month in order to pay your bills. You want to keep your credit in good standing. This is the first method of personal growth. You need to have good credit to get the things in life that you want. You need to worry about what your credit score says, and you need to find a way of keeping it in good standing. This is where a good budget will come into place. Second, you should take financial classes if you are not sure how to keep a good budget. You need to find a way to start a good budget, and some people have a harder time with this than others. If you are not sure how to start, you should find a way to get help. You may have to go out there and find help from a workshop to get you on the right road. It is important for you to be successful and to have the things in life that you want and need for the present and the future ahead of you. The third reason that you can have personal growth through a budget is that you will learn to be responsible. You need this in order to be a good adult. You need to learn about how you can save money and how you can be responsible for things in life. Having a budget is a great start to this solution. You will want to take this budget seriously so that you are able to get what you need and what you want and still have money that can work for you later on. Fourth, a budget can get you thinking about your future. You need to be aware of your financial future. This will include your retirement and other investments that you make along the way. You should realize that you need to stay committed to these things and that they are very important. You will need to be sure that you are not taking the future for granted. You need to stay focused and keep your good budget where you want it to be. This is something that you will have to work on, but will be a great investment in the future. The fifth method of personal growth and your budget is that you may want to set your goals higher. You should always be looking for ways to improve your life, and this may be one of them. You may have to find a way to get a better job so that you can get more money. You may have to go and get more education or find a way to improve your current career. This is something that will take you further in your own personal growth and get you where you need to be. 5 methods of personal growth over 40. Being 40 is something that you should celebrate. However, there are not many people that think this. They may not be excited to turn 40. In fact, many people get very upset when they learn that they are going to be this age. It can be depressing for them, but it should not be. This is a time that you can start your life at exactly the way you want to. You can get what you want from your life and use it to your advantage. There are 5 ways that you can make the most of your life at 40. You can start by taking control of your life. Think back to the things that you want from your life and what you do not have. If there is something that you need to fix in your life, you need to do that. You will want to make sure that you are using all the resources that you have to get where you need to be when you are 40. Use this opportunity to make the corrections to your life where they need to be. The second thing that you can do to make being 40 even better is to use it as a time to try new things. If you are looking for something that you never had before, you should use this opportunity to make the most of your life. You will want to use this experience as something that you can do to go out and discover the world and what it has to offer you. You will be able to explore the different things that are available to you and go after them. Another thing that you can do to make being 40 a personal growth experience for you is to have fun. You need to have some fun and excitement in your life. This is something that you should be excited about. You need to do things in life that make you happy and that you want to do. You will find that there is a big world out there and many things for you to try. You can have a lot of fun alone or with your friends. Either way, you will get to enjoy life and start a new chapter in your life. A fourth thing that you can do to make 40 a changing experience for you is to find out what you are missing in your life. You may find that there are things that you have always wanted to have and that you do not. You may want to start to think about family and finding someone to spend the rest of your life with. You may also want to take this time to figure out what you need to lose in your life. You may have to make life-changing decisions that are not easy, but they have to be done. You can do these things and start a new and more improved life by not being afraid of putting your own needs first. Lastly, you will want to do something great for yourself. You will find that you have helped out your entire life and did things for others. Now it's time for you. You need to take this time to make yourself happy and do the things that you have always dreamed about. It may take some thinking, but you can surely find something that you have always wanted to do in your life. You can use this as a chance to find who you are and what you want from your own life. This is an amazing time that will only get better as you go. How to deal with growth and death. How to deal with a loss. Dealing with a death in your family is not always easy. It can be a very devastating time that you will have to learn to live with. You will need to find a way to go on and move past the hard times and accept what has happened. This may not always be easy, but you have to do it in order to move on and get on with your life. Losses will happen to us from the time we are children. We have to learn how to deal with these problems and move past them. We will start this process early in life if we lose a pet or a favorite friend that moves away from us. This is a form of loss and will get us prepared for the downs in life. This will help us to take on the difficult challenges of the larger losses that will come in later in life. Having to deal with the loss of a loved one is something that can bring traumatic stress on us. There are stages in which we have to move through the grief, and these stages are going to help us find our way to get through what we have to do. The stages of loss are only described as what is best for you. You will see what you have to do for yourself to get back on track and to start feeling good again. There are many articles and books out there for us to check out when we have a problem dealing with grief. It is not easy to move past this terrible time, but with the help of books and friends that have been through it before, we can learn how to use it for a learning experience. We want to move past the grief and start using this time as a way of improving our life and making each day count for something. We have to make sure that we are living life to the fullest, and this is a great way to make sure that we do it. If it is really hard to move on past the death of a loved one, the best choice for us may be to get counseling. This may be the only way that we are able to find out what we can do to make things right again. We may have to make the necessary changes in our life so that we are able to move on and get to where we need to go. Counseling can help us bring out our fears and our anger and to find a way to deal with the pain that these things cause. These are very strong emotions that can be very difficult to deal with. It is something that we have to do in order to make this time pass a little bit easier. If the death of your loved one is expected, it can be a little bit easier to deal with the loss. You may have had to watch them suffer for a period of time, and this can be very painful. You may be glad to see them finally released of their agony so that they can move on to a better world, and you feel good that they are in a better place. This is something that you can almost look forward to. You will not want them to suffer, and by them dying it will bring you some peace in your soul. If the loved one dies unexpectedly, like in an accident or because of a sudden illness, this can be very traumatic. It can almost, in some cases, be very difficult to deal with and to face. You will want to block it out and not deal with any of the issues that you may have. This is not something that you can do. You need to bring yourself to understand what is going on and then find a way to deal with all the feelings that you have inside. If you do not want to go to counseling, you should talk to a family member or friends that you feel comfortable with. You will want to get your feelings out in the open so that you are able to start the healing process. Once you have begun this process, you will see that you can get through the pain and move on to find happiness once again. You will always miss your loved ones, but you will feel better and realize that you have to go on, and someday you will meet them again. How to find personal growth through your career. The way that we do our jobs is very important to us. We want to do it well so that we are able to make the most of our life and do what we need to do in order to be great. We want to be proud of who we are and what we are doing. There are so many great things that we can accomplish through our life, and doing something that we love is very important. You want to be able to make the most of your life and grow from the career choices that you make. Having a great career is something that we all want. Not everyone gets to do for a living what they want. They may have to settle for a job that they are not so happy with because it pays the bills and gets them through life. This is not what we want in life, but in some cases it is what we have to accept. It is not always easy to feel good about who we are when this is the case. If you are looking for some type of personal growth through your career, you will want to make sure that you are able to be happy with what you are doing. You will want to make sure that you are giving your best so that you are able to achieve the goals and the dreams that you have always wanted. You want to be proud of who you are and what you are doing. Going to work each day with a smile is something that will make you grow into the person that you want to become. When you are looking for something that will make you happy, you should turn to your career. You will want to make sure that you are doing something that makes you feel that you are doing what you are meant to do. You will want to do something with your life that is meaningful and exciting. This is the only way that you will be able to get where you want to be with your own personal self. There are many things that you can do to grow as a person through your career. You can learn how to be more professional and how to deal with the things in life that are sometimes not always easy. You will find that when you are able to do things that make you feel good, you will be able to go home with a positive feeling. This is the most important thing that you can do for yourself. You want to be positive and keep the negative feelings out. When you are looking for personal growth, you should be able to use your career for just that. You will need to be able to deal with things even if they do not go your way and how you expect them to. You want to be prepared for the bad and take the good with dignity. This is something that you will learn when you are doing the job in life that you love the most. There is nothing wrong with wanting to be great, and when you have the drive and the determination in life to do it, you will get there. Live out your dreams and do not accept anything but the best. You want to be someone that you can feel good about, and you want the respect that you deserve from others. This is the only way that you will be able to grow in the way that you want to and move on to all your dreams and goals that you want. You can feel great about who you are and what you are doing when you have the will to do just that and so much more. Personal growth and getting fired. How it can help you. No one wants to hear those terrible words, "You are fired." They can be the hardest words to hear in life. However, hearing these words does not have to be the end of the world. They can actually be the beginning of a new life for you. You will find more opportunities and be able to achieve your goals even if you are not feeling so great right now. You will see things will get better, and all you have to do is be willing to take this chance. You will want to go on and find purpose in your life. You will want to evaluate the situation and what is going on. You will want to take a look at your skills and qualifications. Think about what you can do and what you want to do with your life. Think of the possibilities of what you can achieve if you really go after it. This can be a great life-changing experience if you let it happen for you. You will want to also give yourself some time to adjust to the fact that you've been fired. This can be a traumatic time, and you will want to think about how you are feeling and what you want to do about it. Be honest with yourself and your family about how you are feeling and what you want to do. You should not be afraid to ask them for help if you need it, and to get support from them as well. You will first want to update your resume. You should add anything that is new and exciting and put in your recent accomplishments. Make sure that you are creating the very best resume that you can so that you can grab the potential employee's attention and get the job you are hoping for in the future. You should also try and save money. You should not be going out and spending a lot if you've been recently fired. You want to find ways to save money in case you do not find a job right away. Put yourself on a budget and stick to it. You should make your minimum monthly payments on credit cards and get rid of the unnecessary debt or other expenses that may be coming your way. You need to think responsibly so that you are able to get through this time period and look forward to the next chapter in your life. You can also use your being fired as some time that you can spend with your family. This may be the best way that you can get caught up with them and find out what is going on. You can spend some quality time with your friends that you have not seen in a while. You should make some time for yourself and get to have some fun. If you have children, spend some time with them. This is to your advantage and not as something that is so terrible. Invite old friends over for dinner or take in a movie with your spouse. These are great examples of what you can achieve personally when you are fired from your job. You may also want to think about going back to school. This is a great idea that will definitely get you ahead of the game. This can be something that can move you ahead and put you where you want to be. You can go out there and get the degree that you've always wanted and put some great confidence in yourself again. Be positive and put your feelings ahead of everything else. You want to be able to move past getting fired, but you also want to think of things that you can do to make this a learning experience and to give it some purpose. You will see that you can come out a winner and find personal strength and growth from this ordeal. Personal growth and success. How to avoid feeling too good. Having great success is very important. We want to make sure that we have the best success that we can in life. However, we do not want to feel too good about whom we are and what we do in life, because this may be a sign that we are overconfident and maybe a little conceited about who we are and what we do. This is something that is not a good trait, and we will want to avoid it if necessary. There is nothing wrong with being proud of yourself for doing something great or feeling good about who you are. This is a great feeling, and one that everybody deserves to do in life. We want to make the most of what we do and who we are by using our own personal growth and success. We can achieve this goal. We can make the most of what we have and what we are as long as we are not taking it too far. You should not want to brag to everyone about how great you are and what you have accomplished all the time. You want to be able to express that you have made some great achievements in your life, but you want to do it with class. If you seem too overbearing and too pushy about your goals and great accomplishments, you may actually be setting yourself up for a big fall. You may be intimidating people that are close to you, and in the end you may lose friendships and important relationships that you could hold close to you. You will want to make sure that you are able to show off these great things, but in a good way. There are so many great things that you can do to grow as a person. You will want to show people that you can be great and also feel good about yourself without acting too much like a show-off. You want to feel good, and you do not want to lose that feeling for any reason. Once you have the feelings of being proud and feeling good about whom you are, you will see that you can make your dreams and goals come true later on down the road. You should remember the times that you feel good about who you are and what you are doing. You will want to always have these positive feelings there in the back of your mind. However, you will often offend people if you are too condescending and too overbearing about the goals and dreams that you have set for your life. Feeling too good can come quickly to an end, and you will not feel so great afterwards. Having a lot of success in your life is important. You do not want to measure this success with money or things. You can measure it with the amount of personal growth you have achieved. You will also be able to use your family and friends as accomplishments, and this will make you feel good about who you are and what you are doing in life. You will want to cherish the good times that you have and never feel bad about what you do. The good feelings that you have will make the bad feelings disappear. There is no shame in feeling confident as long as you know how to handle it and how to use it to your advantage and not against you. 5 methods of personal growth, self-improvement for you. If you are looking to improve the way that you feel about yourself, you will want to think about this for a little bit. You will need to think of what you need to improve on and what you can change about your life. There are many things that you can do to make your life better and to give you the self-confidence that you think you deserve and also need. You should not have to worry about things that you cannot control. If you are looking to make your life better because you are not happy with it, this is something that you can control. You can make your life what you want it to be, and there is no one to blame for the things that you do not like except for you. It is your life, and you need to make it work for you. There are so many ways that you can give yourself self-improvement. You do not have to sit back and let life go on in the way that you do not want it to. You should be happy, and you will want to follow 5 simple instructions to get you there. They are something that you can do easily for yourself so that you are living your life to the fullest each day. First, you should know that you are great. You are someone that deserves to have the very best in life. You really have to believe this so that you are able to make the most of your life. You need to make sure that you are doing what you need to so that you have what you need in your life. You will have personal growth through knowing that you are someone that is worthwhile. Second, you should remember that unless you are good to others, you would not be self-fulfilled. You need to be sure that you have the courtesy to give others dignity and respect. You want to be sure that you are decent to others. This will give you the personal growth of being a good person. This is very important, even though it gets lost a lot in the world today. Third of all, you will want to achieve the goals that you set for yourself. Having goals is very important. You will want to make sure that you have all your goals set out in front of you and know what is important. You will want to be sure that you have the guts and the readiness to go out there and get what you want and deserve. The fourth thing that you can do for personal growth and self-improvement is to work hard at what you do. When you are accomplishing things in life, you will feel better and want to achieve more things. You need to make sure that you are putting your best effort first so that you can have the strength to go out and get what is waiting for you. The fifth thing that you need to do for personal growth is to be open to other ideas. The ideas that you have in your mind are not the only ones out there. You have to be willing to listen to others and take what they have to say into consideration. You will want to be open to how others feel and take their feelings into consideration. This is so important because you want to feel good about how you treat others and what you can do to make them feel good. This will give you personal growth and improve your personality as well. 5 methods of personal growth while you are pregnant. When you are pregnant, it is not always easy. It can be a very joyous time as well as being very scary. A woman has many emotions running through her mind, and she may have a lot of unanswered questions. This whole other person is growing inside their body, and they are not sure what is going to happen. All they really know is that they are growing as a person, and they will want to find the right methods to do this. The first method of personal growth while you are pregnant is to feel great. You need to know that you are doing one of the most important jobs there is. That job is creating a life. This is a great and exciting thing that will make you feel incredible. It is very scary and even a little bit frustrating at times. However, it is something that will make you realize what you were put on this great earth to do. The second method is to understand how important life is. You may have not always realized what life was all about. You may have played hard and did a lot of things that you should not have done. However, with the right choices now, you can make your life turn into something that you would not have expected. You can be great, and you can accomplish great things once you have used this experience as a method of personal growth. Thirdly, you can use this experience to figure out how special you are. You may be feeling a little bit down and depressed. However, there is no need to go out and have these feelings. You should be proud of the person that you are and that you are about to bring a person into this world. You will find that you are doing something so amazing that it will change who you are and how you feel forever. There is nothing better than getting to be the person that you want to become. The fourth method of personal growth while you are pregnant is that you will start to feel more responsible. You are now in control over 2 people in the world, you and the baby. You will want to make sure that you are there for the child now and after they are born for many years to come. You will have to grow up as a person and take charge of being a good parent. This is a difficult challenge, but one that you can succeed with. The last method of personal growth when you are pregnant is to be independent. You are not always going to be able to depend on others to be there for you. You need to make sure that you are willing to take control over certain situations. When you are able to take care of yourself and make the right choices for your life, you will see that you are independent and that you can take care of yourself. This is something that will excite you and get you ready for all the challenges that lie ahead. It is a very scary time, but one that will make you the person that you know you want to become. When you are willing to take these 5 methods of personal growth into consideration when you are pregnant, you will see what a difference it will make in your life and how you will be a better person from it. 5 methods of personal growth after children. Having children is a great experience in life. It is something that you need to make sure that you are ready for. You will have to be ready to take on the challenges of all that you need to do and so much more. You will want to make sure that you are doing the things that you need so that you are raising great children and also making time for yourself. Children can teach you a lot, and you will first want to pay attention to what they can teach you. You will be able to find out many new and creative things. Just by listening to your children, you can learn a lot about who you are and what you want to do in your own personal life. You will find this is a great way to get where you want to be, and so much more. There are many different things that you can do to make your life better after children. You can find out that you were meant to be a parent. This may be the one thing that makes your life worthwhile. You will see that you can make your life better by listening to your child. You will want to have fun with them and use this time as a great way to get closer to them. Having fun after children is one thing that may change after having children. You may have to learn how to have a different kind of fun. You may not be able to have the same lifestyle that you once did. You can no longer go out and party like before. You will want to tone it down a little and stay at home more. Finding out what you can do with your children for fun is a great idea. You can have a lot of fun and entertainment just by playing with them and doing the things that they like. You will learn a lot about yourself after having children. You will see that you are no longer the most important thing in the world anymore. You will want to make sure that you are taking the best possible care of your children that you can. You want to provide them with a good and stable home that they can feel safe and sound in. You want to make sure that you are getting the things that they need, as well as giving them a safe environment that they will be glad to grow up in. Taking time to teach your children important values is something that you need to do as well. You will want to make sure that you are instilling in them something that you want them to take with them. This is the 5th method of personal growth. You can grow with your children and see what each day brings you. You may have to be a little patient and let life happen, but it is something that you will have to look forward to. This is an amazing time that you should appreciate and use as a learning experience for you and your child. When you have the right methods of personal growth after children, you will be able to teach them things that you think are important and what you want them to think about. You will want to make the most of this experience and value each and every moment. You will want to be sure that you are comfortable with the things that you do to help your child grow. Make sure that you make memories with your children and use them to reflect on years down the road when you want to remember the great times. How to find personal growth with a family. There are plenty of ways that people find personal growth with a family, and they also find out a lot about themselves by having a family. When it comes to personal growth, you have to recognize a change in yourself. Sometimes people will grow from having a family, and sometimes they won't change at all. When you begin a family expectedly, you know that there are going to be changes, but you won't realize just what will change and how. You'll have some expected and unexpected change. When you have a family all of a sudden without planning it, you have more personal growth, and it comes quickly. If you are planning a family addition, you have to think about who you are and what you want to be. If you are a type of person that likes to stay out at all hours and party, you may not be ready for the change of responsibility. When you are giving something like responsibility, you change so that you can manage the situation. Sometimes you may feel like you are hitting a wall, and you may become overwhelmed, but calm down and let your emotions go. Once you are able to let go of your emotions, you will know exactly what is expected from you, and you will learn and grow. When you have a family, you prepare yourself by thinking about all the good times and rough times that you had with your parents, and then you may look back and want to change. How would you feel if your child did the same thing that you did? How would you like to be treated like you treated your parents? At that moment, you may become ashamed of who you once were, and you may end up finding yourself growing up and settling down. For those who have an expected family, you grow because you realize that your mother or father was right. You realize that all the things that they did to stop you from having fun was just their way of protecting you. As you carry the baby or watch it grow, you will find growth by seeking out your parents' support, as well as carrying the knowledge of what a person shouldn't do. With all your life experiences, you learn something. When you have something major like a child on the way, you should reflect and ask yourself, what is the lesson? Then take your experiences and allow yourself to grow and get on a path that will allow you to support and take care of yourself and the baby. Do you know that most of your growing up will actually be once the baby comes? That's because no one really sees how much commitment goes with having a baby. Then you will also grow and become someone who you never dreamed of being with the support of your family. Your family will help and support you to become a great parent and provider. There are plenty of lessons that you will learn from creating a family, but you can also grow with the help of your parents and family. Throughout your childhood, your parents were always there to guide you. They tried to show you the right way to go about life and the wrong way to go about life. Every time you reflect on your actions and compare what the consequences were, you grow. You may have to fall completely on your face to grow up and become a responsible and well-adjusted citizen, or you may just have to get into a little bit of trouble to see the light. However, everything that we do has consequences and a lesson. How to feel personal fulfillment in your career, your job. For you to feel personal growth in your career, you have to follow the rules for Maslow's hierarchy of needs. In this theory, you have 5 needs that always must be present for you to have fulfillment. They are psychological, safety needs, social needs, self-actualization, and self-esteem. When it comes to your Maslow's needs, you will find that you have a fulfilling life and career as long as you can recognize what your needs are. As for psychological needs, you always have them covered. These needs are the basics of survival and function. You will always have a roof over your head, water and food to consume, and you can satisfy your needs for sleep, sex, and reproduction easily. These needs are never in question. However, all the other needs pertain to your career. Have you ever noticed someone who is irritable after they lose their job? That's because their needs are not being met. They need to have a career to be fulfilled, and this concept involves everyone. For you to feel good about yourself, you have to have a purpose. Next comes your safety needs. For you to have a career that you can live for, you need to feel safe in your building or place of work. You need to feel free to come and go, and you need to feel like you can express yourself. You need to not be threatened to open up your ideas to management or your coworkers, as well as have physical safety. If you go to work every day living with a threat to your life, there is no way that you can satisfy your other needs or have a fulfilling career. Then you have to think about your social needs. Your social needs not only evolve around your work life, but your personal life. Even though you should never mix personal with business, you need to be able to satisfy them both. You need to be able to go to work and find some friends, and you also need to have the time after work to have a family, a love life, a social life outside of your coworkers. You need to have coworkers that appreciate and respect you, and then you also need to have people outside of work to support and fulfill your life. These can be very hard to do, especially if you are just starting out and need to put in the extra hours. The more responsibility that you have at work, the more important and difficult your social needs will become. Then you have to think about your self-esteem in the business. You need to think about the things that will make you happy at your job. You need to think about all the things that you want from your career. When it comes to your self-esteem, you need to think about getting a promotion, getting a raise, getting some of the benefits of your position or responsibilities. If you can set goals to raise your self-esteem in the business setting, you are one step closer to achieving high self-esteem. If you don't get the promotion or raise that you were hoping for, you will need to go back to social needs and satisfy those that you lack. Then, once you have maintained a good amount of protection, social, and self-esteem needs, you are on your way to self-actualization. Once you can look at your job or career and tell yourself that you are so proud and satisfied, and then you are at self-actualization where you can be content. Even though there are only 4 steps until you have self-actualization, you will find that you have to repeat some of the stages numerous times before reaching your goal of self-actualization. How to realize your personal growth and your self-esteem. Personal growth and self-esteem go hand in hand. You have to have self-esteem to grow, but sometimes you need to grow to gain self-esteem. There are so many things that you can do to keep the two in balance. However, you have to realize that it can be very time-consuming. You will need to think about the two separately and connected. First, set some goals. What goals do you really want to do within a specific amount of time? Give yourself at least a month for each goal. Always set your goals realistically, or your self-esteem will end up diminishing. When you set goals, you try to think about how you can get where you want to be. You get creative and grow from all the experiences, regardless of how good or bad the experiences may be. When you go for something, you will have setbacks and struggles, but you will learn from all the struggles and you will grow. Once you have set the goal, you will also find your self-esteem rising. You will notice that you walk a little bit taller and that you feel a little more confident. The more goals that you meet, the more your self-esteem will rise. Not only will you have higher self-esteem, but you will have more success because you have faith in yourself. Self-esteem can make you or break you. When it comes to self-esteem, you have to realize just how powerful it can be. You will find that if you go for something and achieve it, you will feel like you can do anything, but as soon as you fail, you will begin to think that you're worthless, and so on. You need to be able to balance your self-esteem. You don't want to be in the clouds all the time, but you don't want to be off the charts either. When you achieve something and you have to think about all the hard work that you put into it and how you achieved the goal, this will allow you to grow because you are able to see that you had the power to achieve your goal all the time. Then if you go for something and fail, don't think negatively. You have to think about why you failed. Learn from the lesson, not just accept your fate. You may not have wanted it as much as someone else, or you may not have put your entire heart into it. That's okay too. You can go for something and not put your full heart into it. However, you have to accept the defeat with grace if you lose. You can grow from your failures. You can look inside yourself and see why you failed, and then next time you can fix the problem. Next time you can either put more effort forth, or you can accept a graceful defeat. If you take the lesson from your experiences and you use them in a positive way, you will be able to grow as a person, and you will be able to keep your spirits up. Not only will you find that your self-esteem will remain, but you will also find that you will continuously grow from all the things that happen to you. If you take your failures with a grain of salt and look at them objectively, you will be able to keep your self-esteem up, and that will make your success rate higher. You will find that you'll get things done efficiently. Look at the little picture, but always keep the bigger picture in mind. How to improve your self-esteem. If you or others notice that you have low self-esteem, you may want to take some steps to make your self-esteem seem much higher. You need to recognize your strengths and help build on your weaknesses. You will have to think about how to improve your self-esteem and what you really want out of life. If you make a few lists, you should be able to find several ways to increase your self-esteem levels. The first list that you will need to make is a list of your personal strengths. List everything that you're good at. You can list things like sports or other activities, or you can list things that you like about yourself. Then you need to make a list of activities that you aren't so good at, or things that you dislike about yourself. Look at the list of things that you like. Is it long? Does it give you some comfort? Now look at the second list. You will notice that most of the list is extremely negative, and may be some things that are out of your control. For those things that you can't change or control, you should change them to sound positive and put them on your list of things that you like. For example, maybe you dislike a coworker. On the positive side, name someone that you work with that you do like. Once you have a list of things that you can change, you need to think about placing goals so that you can change those things. You will want to keep your strengths in mind when you are setting your goals. You will want to be able to use your strengths to help you achieve your goals. You should also try to take the negative things and put them in a positive light. You don't want to bring yourself down, but look at what you are capable of achieving, and with some commitment you should be able to change the circumstances to be more pleasing. Also, to raise your self-esteem, you need to keep yourself from people who love to bring you down and say harmful things to you. You may want to keep away from those people or limit yourself for interacting with those types of people. Once you are able to take your negativity away from your environment, the positive will come out, and you should be able to reach all your goals with self-esteem. Another thing is to accept your defeats. Sometimes you will set a goal, but you won't be able to achieve the goal. If you don't achieve the goal, you need to think about the reasons why you failed. Maybe you really just didn't want it, but others wanted it for you. That's okay to fail if your heart wasn't in it. There are times that you are going to think about all the hard work that you put in it and how much you really wanted it, but the truth may be that someone else wanted it more. That's okay because you tried your best, and if you fail doing your best, it's better than allowing the defeat. You can grow from the situation, and next time you will have more heart than anyone. Take steps to raise your self-esteem and feel better about who you are. Lastly, you need to allow yourself to be confident. When you show others that you are confident, you can be intimidating to some because confident people usually reach their goals. However, again, you need to find a balance. You don't want to seem cocky, but you want to seem qualified and eager. How to take classes and improve your personal growth. There are many classes online and offline that you can take to improve your personal growth. You should be able to find some listings in the newspaper to help you, and you should also be able to find a friend or two to help you and support you. If you aren't into taking a class, you can always seek a professional to help you with personal growth. When it comes to finding a class to take, you may want to pull out a local newspaper or go online and search for a class that may be located near you. You can also take a class online and watch someone online to get a lecture on self-esteem and personal growth. However, you will find that these classes may or may not help you. If the speaker does not get his point across enthusiastically, you may not be able to get the picture or learn how to improve your personal growth. You don't have to be ashamed, because there are more people who lack self-esteem and personal growth than you think. If you are going to take a class for your self-esteem, you may want to go with a close friend or family member. If you go online, you will feel out of place and uncomfortable, but if you go with a mate, you will feel supported and comfortable. You will end up getting more out of the class. You can take these classes by looking at a local college that offers psych majors. You may also want to check the local bulletin board and see if it is offered in your community. A good idea is to attend the class at a local college or university. You will get a real opinion, and you will find that you can learn and grow from the class as well. You can identify your triggers as well as all the things that you seek in life. When you go and attend the class, you will want to go with an open mind and willing attitude. You don't want to go to the class on the defense, or you may find that you won't get out of the class what you were hoping to. You will want to make sure that you do all of the suggested activities in the class. These types of classes will actually need your participation, so you need to think about that before you go to the class. Are you willing to get up in front of the class and be a part of something? If not, you may want to tell the teacher of your fear of getting up in front of the class, and that you would feel better if they didn't volunteer you for anything the first couple of classes. When you enroll in a class, you will want to do some things. You will want to go and be comfortable. You should not stress over the class. You should also go there to mingle and make friends. For you to grow as a person out of this type of class, you have to be positive about the class. Also, you need to come into the situation with a positive attitude, or you might as well leave. You'll never get anything out of a negative attitude. To keep your growth going after the class, you may want to think about going to a therapist once a week. This way they can inspire you to stay on the right track, and you should also go to make sure that your spirits are high. Talking is one of the best things that you can do if you feel depressed or negative. Once you talk about your feelings, you will feel better automatically. How to talk to others and improve your personal growth. Sometimes you will notice that it is hard to express your feelings about anything. You need to share your feelings with others, and you need to talk about who you share your feelings with. You want to make sure that you share your feelings with those who really care about you and who will make you feel better about yourself. You will notice that you will get closer to those who care about you. You need to focus on your feelings and what you want to express. Once you are able to express your feelings, you will find that you will feel better about yourself and will get some personal growth out of the talk. You can be assured by talking to others that you will also find the strength to change the things in your life that you dislike. If you find it hard to talk to someone about your feelings, you may want to make a list of how you feel and when you feel it. You may even want to identify who makes you feel certain things. This way you can get them to stop the negative thoughts and get you to be more positive and become a positive reflection on yourself. Also, once you identify who makes you feel what, you can grow by getting the negativity around you to go away, and you'll find support by having positive feelings replace the negative. Some people don't even realize that they make others feel bad. If you tell others how they make you feel, you will find that they will stop quickly. Most of the time, they don't even realize what their actions do to a person's self-esteem. Once you figure out what it is that you feel, you should be able to grow personally from all the experiences that you have. It is very important that you talk about your feelings, or you may hinder yourself from any amount of progress. You will end up being consumed with negativity, and then you will become sick, physically and emotionally. You may find that your health will decay from all the locked-up feelings that you have as well as being held back. You need to talk to someone who you feel secure and safe to talk to. You will want to seek the support of those who make you feel better about yourself. You want to talk to someone who truly cares for you. You can also seek the help from a third party like a counselor or psychologist. When it comes to talking about your feelings, you will want to know how to talk about your feelings. First, you will need to pick an appropriate time and place. Don't go postal at your niece's birthday party. All you should think about is how they will react. If the person has a lot on their mind, you may want to hold off for a few days so that they can help you and truly focus on you. If you notice that they don't seem to understand you, you may want to think about the words that you choose to use. Make sure that your message is clear and so that no interruptions can affect what you are saying. You may need to explain things in a few different ways so that you can get the message across clearly. You may also feel safer and secure talking to someone who you don't know at all. There is something about talking to others who don't understand or get you. They can look at the feelings objectively, and you can feel better, not because you think they will do anything to make you feel better, but because they truly want to give you comfort and support.